show up to the ceremony. I just
Zabrakło mi dosłownie.
I'm not stupid, baby, but the mention is me and Benji are related like we're relatives. I'm a brought the millions in. Go and get it, I'm the shit and don't need no laxative. I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. See, they don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. How we live, how we live, and they don't love us, they just love it how we live.
They say in due time, but my watch broke. I know. It's a cold world, but we got coats. We grinding to make it. Yes. We shining, they hate. Yes. We bored or we fall. Every diamond's a flagrant. I'm signed to the pavement. I'm crossing them over. I'm backing them down. Standing tall like a soldier. These players can't hold us. The problem, baby. Raised out of Harlem, baby. Was driving my mama crazy. They ain't trying to give it, so I gotta go get it. Harder than ever to
I
live.
get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live.
Coś się nie chce włączyć.
They don't love us, they just love it how we live.
Czekaj, ja wyłączę, pewnie zrestartuję playa po prostu.
They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. How we live, how we live, and they don't love us, they just love it how we live. Have faith a minute, but put your trust in nobody. Yeah. I said have faith a minute, but put your trust in nobody. Have faith a minute, put your faith in nobody. I done been around, have been around the globe, probably still ain't met nobody that seen picture perfect.
Coś z netem mi się kurwa dzieje, bo widzę po tym. Po lapie, wiesz?
So I had to earn life. Road to the riches, wouldn't change it for the turnpike. I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. See, they don't love us, they just love it how we live.
all in perspective. For all y'all enjoyment, a song y'all can step with. Y'all appointed me to bring rap justice, but I ain't 5-0, y'all know it's Nas, yo. Then a whole lot of only describe us as soldier survivors. Stay laced in the best, well dressed with finesse in the white tee, looking for wifey. Thug girl who fly and talk so nicely. Put her in the coupe so she can feel the nice breeze. We could drive through the city, no doubt, but don't say my car. Say that is out. Newness, here's the anthem. Put your hand up that you with, count your loot with. Push the pool stick in your new crib, same hand that you hoop with. Swing around like you stupid. King of the town, yeah, I been that. You know I click clack, where you and your men's at. Through the Smurf, through the WAP baseball bat. Rooftop like we bringing 88. Made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Getting big money, playboy, your time's up. With them gangsters, with them. Made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Getting big money, playboy, your time's up. Where them gangsters at? Where them. This ain't rapping, this is street hop. Now get up off your like your seat's hot. My life lit up. Trunk of the car, we got the street. Don't start none, won't be none. No reason for your mans to panic. You don't wanna see no ambulances. Not drink down in this cup. That's the way you get Timberland up. Let the music diffuse all attention. Ball or convention, free admission. Can move swift. All my just coming homies. Get money, leave the beef alone slowly. Get out my face, you people so phony. Pull out my waist and made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Getting big money, playboy, your time's up. With them gangsters, with them. Made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Getting big money, playboy, your time's up. Where them gangsters at? Where them at? Running, yo, my mood is real rude. Show you what to do. Don't box my obliges. Every invitation to fight you. Like Pun said, you ain't even in me class. Made batch pins, backseat, TV plasma. Ladies looking for athletes or rappers. Whatever you choose, whatever you do, make sure he a thug and intelligent too. Like a real thoroughbred is. Show me love, let me feel. Females who's the is always. And I like a little sassiness, a lot of class. Mommy reaching your bag, past the. I'm a leader at last. This a dawn you with my spit, lose consciousness.
Tell them where I'm from. I make the 6 straight jump from SoCal, Hollywood to the slums. Get burnt by the California sun on the west side. East Coast, where you at? Just got to New York like a net on a jet to London. To Brazil, to Quebec, like the whole world took effect to Ferg. Tell them, lay back, slow down. Better represent when we come to your town. So lay back, slow down. What you represent when we come to your town? Say, get in with the business, I'ma be there in a minute. I just booked a Paris ticket. Till it's Christmas out to India. Visit Puerto Rico, is exquisite. Bring my people back to Venice. LA got the people saying, Moscow saying, España.
Wszystko musi być. Dobra, zrobimy to tak. I jeszcze jedna. Okay.
Teams, two conferences. It's a road game for the Trailblazers in this one. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. Back in Brooklyn, the Nets tip off the beginning of a homestand.
This is the start of a brief homestand for them, but they may have a chance here, Kevin, to get some wins in front of their home fans before they head back out on the road.
And because you never know what's going to happen on that next road trip, it's much easier to control your own fate on a short homestand.
The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. Duncan is up there with Noah. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Carter Williams. And it's Allen in at the two-guard spot. Here's Duncan. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. On defense, the Trailblazers.
I tell you what, at this point in his career, it is safe to say, actually has been for a while, that Duncan might be one of the best power forwards ever. He is, clearly. 5 rings, 50-win seasons, his whole career. The complete package on the box.
Ajajaj, tego podania.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying.
Człowiek jak się chce wycofywać, to on nogę zawsze tak ślizga się po tym parkiecie I zostaje.
And Duncan, who briefly contemplated retiring after last season, showed in the playoffs, Greg, he is still very much at the top of his game.
Listen, Tim Duncan, for me, is the greatest power forward to ever play the game. Although Papa tell you he's actually a center in the power forward's body. What a great matchup. Yeah, how great was he, I should say, in the matchup against the Clippers last season. And throughout his career, he has been more consistent than a clock. I mean, it doesn't matter the year or who he's up against. This guy just finds a way to leave his mark on the game.
Now here's Carter Williams. Jonas Valanciunas unable to get his shot to go. Noah with a screen on Batum. And George, here we go. That gives them the lead. George has got his first basket.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
They set the screen. Gordon with a screen on Carter Williams. Outside Gordon. From past the arc. And again, it's the Nets missing. Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And George kicks to Allen. Six to shoot. Pass to Carter Williams. No good from outside. Brooklyn trailing. Batum dishes to Paul. Outside Gordon. Shot to end this cold run.
Rozumiesz co? To są żarty. Coś ma I za 3 potrafi wypić, wiesz? Nie spodziewałbyś się.
Allen passes to Duncan. Duncan drawing the double team. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers.
Nie kurwa.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Paul kicks to Gordon. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Gordon's got 5.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
On defense, the Nets. George dishes to Duncan.
Ty masz mocny skład w ogóle.
Allen outside. It's hauled in by Gordon.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Nie no, mocny masz na moje oko, wiesz. Overale nie grają, nie?
As the 8th seed last year, had some good wins against the Western Conference, and that really was a big boost for them getting to the postseason.
Ale stał tam, kurde, mogą wcześniej podać, bo stał dłużej, nie?
Were just under 500 against the Western Conference last season. In the East, that is a very respectable mark.
Yeah, I mean, how about they were actually better against the West than the East a season ago. Their win percentage against the Western teams was narrowly better than games against the East.
And for Aaron Gordon, so much fanfare entering the 2014 draft, selected 4th overall, which was actually a couple of slots higher, I think, Greg, than many experts thought.
I agree, and, you know, a lot of people obviously liked him, but Orlando clearly loved him and had very high hopes for this young man. Of course, the injured foot, only 11 games a season ago, and never really got back on track.
Portland shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And, you know, getting back to Aaron Gordon, his defense is really what had scouts most excited. He has the rare combination of strength, lateral quickness, and ups to defend multiple positions.
Screened by Valanciunas. Paul passes to Gordon. They set the pick. Three-pointer. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Eric Gordon.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And talking about Aaron Gordon, everyone knew coming in that he was kind of unrefined. You're betting on his upside and hoping that he develops a consistent shot. And boy, if he does, you're talking about a guy who could become a perennial all-star.
Ręce.
Duncan. Gordon with the defensive effort. Now here's Paul. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
No, rozumiesz to?
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now
I taki open shot drugi dostał, że nie kumam tutaj.
Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Jackson passes to Portis. Here's Crabbe. Portland no good that time either.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Really unfortunate for Eric Gordon that an assortment of injuries have really derailed his career. A few years back, he looked like he'd be an absolute star. Once a 22 points a game score, was down to 13 a game last season.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Samuel Dallenberg, who's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. White comes in for Aaron Gordon. Nash is subbed in for Paul. Now here's Nash. Screened by Dallenberg.
Dobrze, Dallenberg.
Fires from deep.
No nie.
Again, no good by Brooklyn.
B+.
Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to Toronto. Here's Craig. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Passes it to Nurkic. Here's Azania. Dallenberg covering.
Tak jest.
And it's blocked by Gordon. And they're able to recover. Brooklyn leading by 3. Now Nash. The feet to Batum. From downtown, here's Dallenberg. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
You know, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Here's Crabb. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change to end the drought. Jump shot is good.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Right sets a screen. Outside, Batum. Got freed up. Nice work off the pit.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Here's Azania. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Nets leading by 5. And Batum kicks it over to Nash. Nailed from three-point land. Nash has got his first 3 points of the game.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness. Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Now here's Batum. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Nash drives in. Nurkic with the block. And now Portland on the break. Left block shot on the way. Azania's shot is off. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. And Wright throws it down.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
There's Azania. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Jackson. It's tipped.
They've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, oh, yes. Already got them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
Over to the left wing. From deep. But they get it back. Pass to Azania. Can't get it to go.
Yeah.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Left side, Gordon. Here's Batum. Back to Nash. On the wing, Eric Gordon.
No, ale się Gordon narzucał. Całą kwartę zagrał jak nigdy.
Out in front as they wrap up the first quarter. And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
It's just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
Dobry, Allen.
Shooters begin to start looking for the shot blockers, and it does intimidate.
Pat Barnes is out there with Wright.
Nie ma.
And it's Jody Meeks.
Pamiętaj, że gram na centrze. To nie
it's Nash in the point. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. It's Allen with the drive. Now here's Carter Williams. Not a lot of room.
Ręce. Ręce.
And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Nash kicks to Barnes. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist.
Widziałeś teraz jaka zagrywka, jak obiegał? Poszedł do jednego miejsca, poczekał, poszedł drugi raz i dopiero wbiegł.
Nash again. It's Carter Williams. Noah the screen. Here's George. And 2 free
Oj,
throws coming up
Dalembert,
as he
coś
misses
ty
that
zrobił.
one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. Samuel Dalembert picks one up. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Nets.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Screen by Dalembert.
Okay,
Nash
cool.
dishes to Barnes. Dalembert with the screen on Allen. He used that pick just right.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. And Jody Meeks last season, coming off the best effort of his career the year before, signed a big contract with the Pistons. They thought he'd be their designated three-point shooter. Instead, he missed the first 22 games with a back injury and just never really got in sync.
Nash again. It's Carter Williams.
Kurde, no
Nash
z kim?
kicks to right. Meeks passes to Barnes. Fades away. That's a miss. He's made one,
Złamałem
missed
tę
one.
zagrywkę.
Trailblazers trail by 10. Dishes it to Carter Williams. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts. Now for Jody Meeks, we're just talking about with Greg last year, Clark. He did have a game where he rained 9 3-pointers on Orlando, just 1 short of the Pistons' all-time record.
Well, it's all about rhythm for him. I tell you where he finally found some rhythm last month of the season. I mean, he shot 57% from the field and 44% from behind the arc.
Here's Barnes.
O
It's hauled in by
Jezu,
the
no
Trailblazers.
podawać. To by było
It's off to Boston for him after this game as they take on the Celtics. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Noah with a screen for George. To the inside. Portland moving the ball around. The drive by Allen. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Carter Williams kicks to Allen. And the pass to Portis. Noah the screen. George passes to Portis.
A gdzie on tam
And
pola?
there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
And so they foul intentionally.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Portland. Timeout called the Nets. Some changes for Brooklyn. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Dalembert. Aaron Gordon comes in for Brandon Wright. And Paul subbed in for Nash. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Alan Crabb, he's checked in for Paul George. Hizania comes in for Allen. And it's Jackson in for Michael Carter Williams. They set the pick. A look from Gordon. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And the Nets lead by 8.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Releases from 15. It's rebounded by Paul.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean,
Beautiful. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Meeks with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Paul kicks to Meeks. Down low. Here's Gordon. Again, the nets for two.
No tak przed nim nikt nie stał. Tylko obrócił, był bez obrońca.
They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage is always a function of shot selection.
Duncan can't hit.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Paul dishes to Meeks. Back to Paul. On the wing, Gordon. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Widzisz, i kurwa, ja odkryłem też w trzecim czy czwartym meczu, że on trójkę ma, nie?
They've really flipped things around offensively.
Yeah, and anytime you can make more than half of your shots, you'll take that.
Back to Jackson to end the run. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Nets leading by 15. Last season, Portland won the Northwest Division and had a good year, certainly. But they had some issues when they were the away team on the road and away from the Rose Garden. They had some problems.
Yeah, actually played under 500 on the road, Kevin. Something you rarely see out of a team that wins 51 games.
And here's Meeks. He's got 5. Barnes. Jackson comes over with the double. Kicks it out to Paul. Misses off
No, szlak na A, żeby nie
I didn't see
trafić.
that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Feeds it to Jackson.
Dobre.
Nailed from three-point land. Jackson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Paul outside. There's a good screen. This one for 3. That's good. Paul's got his second bucket tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Dobrze, Gordo. Dobrze.
Here's his defended by Gordon. Over to the wing. Puts it up from 12. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Raptors in Toronto.
O,
So they foul intentionally. A different look now for Portland. Paul George, he's checked in for Alan Cram. Allen comes in for Hizanya. And it's Carter Williams in for Jackson. Gordon kicks to Barnes. Screened by Valanciunas. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Paul penetrating. And Allen with the block. And he's able to get it back. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Trailblazers trailed by 15.
Co ten Duncan tak wysoko stoi?
Screen
Ale
by
nie
Duncan.
zrobił.
Nobody near George. Off target from three-point range.
No, widzisz.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Deflects the pass. Paul George with the steal. Up the floor. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And when it comes to Michael Carter Williams, guys, I feel like people either love him or they don't buy him at all. I mean, he has the size. He's a good athlete. He plays hard. But he's also had some injuries, and he's been very inconsistent at times.
Nurkic checked in for Noah. Well, going back to Michael Carter Williams, he is a polarizing prospect. For example, Greg, and you played the position, he gives you a lot of assists, but he also averages over 4
Dobrze, Gordo.
That was just last
Tak
year.
jest.
Yeah, that's true. And he gives you plenty of rebounds and steals as well. But sometimes the shot also, Kevin, not necessarily where you'd like it to be. At times he couldn't throw a rock in the ocean. This guy just really struggles.
Oh, yeah.
The talent is there. It's just going to take some time for him to mature. And the jury's really still out on him. And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Duncan kicks to Nurkic. There's the dish to Allen. Outside, George from the arc. And he gets it to go.
Dobry.
George has got 7 points
Zamar.
for the quarter. Paul outside.
Oj, oj, oj.
Stolen by Allen. And so that brings the first half to a close. Nets out in front. They lead by 12. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn.
7 trójek się udało rzucić, jakaś w ogóle statystyka.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Tylko coś tu zmienię szybko. No dobra.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
A lot of action from Gordon. He's got 10 points and a block.
Here's who Darius Stotts is starting the second half with. Carter Williams is out there with Allen. Then there's Duncan. Then it's Paul
No i
George.
skasowałem
And it's
się wydrywkę,
Nurkic
co mam
in the
zrobić
5
teraz.
spot.
Dobra, trzeba.
6 to shoot. Right with it. Now defended by Carter Williams.
Ja!
Shot by Paul, no good.
No, ja cię pierniczę.
Allen outside. They set the pick. They get a hand on it. And taken away by Paul. And Batum kicks to Paul. Right with a screen on Allen. In the corner, it's Gordon. Fires the
Dobra
three.
obrona.
And the ball travels out of
Ale
bounds.
strasznie
It was
długo
last
się składa
touched by
do rzutu, nie?
George. It's stolen by
No i
Carter
rzucił w niego.
Williams.
Tak.
In the corner, George with it. Out to the wing. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. He dishes it to Carter Williams. Allen outside. Shot clock at 6. And Duncan with the basket.
No nie
on the
wierzę.
assist by Allen.
To już są żarty, nie?
Duncan's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Portland. Nets were pretty far back from relevance at times last season, as we saw. It took a late season hot streak for them, Greg, to get into the playoff picture.
Yeah, and that was a neck-and-neck race with the Pacers right till the very end. Not exactly what they had in mind at the start of the season, but they did pull through.
Carter Williams with it. Chris Paul covering. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
Co?
The Trailblazers have shot a good percentage from the free
Nie,
throw.
no
They
kurwa.
made 5 out of 6.
And 72%
Będzie
on
kalów.
the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
Guys, strictly in terms of their percentage, their free throw shooting has deteriorated a considerable amount since last season.
Paul again. It's Carter Williams. Duncan, the pass to George. A rebound by the Nets. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Portis, he's checked in for Duncan. Paul dishes to Batum. Lets the 3 fly. Portland gets the miss. George has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
You know, sometimes rest can do more harm than good. It certainly looks that way for them. They've been cold coming out and have yet to find the bottom of the net.
Nice shot by Portis. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Ball again. It's Carter Williams. Right sets a screen. Kicks to Gordon. He feeds it to Batum. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Batum's got his second bucket of the night.
Finally get one to drop after starting the half with 4 straight clanks.
Carter Williams with it. Inside. And stolen by Wright. In transition, here come the Nets. Gordon's running. He kicks to Paul. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Well, at this point in his career, Clark, it's safe to call Chris Paul one of the all-time